Mr. President, members of the body, I also serve on Judiciary Committee, and I heard the testimony of this bill and those that oppose it. And the only ones that oppose it, of course, were the bankers. Anytime I've ever taken a loan out from the bank, they've always wanted some security. They took my car title. They have security on my home if I get a second mortgage. They are covered. What we're talking about is the unsecured creditors here, the credit card companies and the hospitals. The hospitals didn't come in and testify against it. They are unsecured. We're hearing now that our collection people are opposed to it. Well, let me tell you how they work. They represent the unsecured creditors, and they are the ones that continually call on behalf of the unsecured creditor, because they basically get half of what they collect. So we're eating into their business. But they weren't there that day. They've just been informed of what's going on. So we're dealing with, we're lining their pockets and taking away some of their business. As far as credit cards, many of the people, not all, but a lot of the elderly use credit cards to buy groceries, to buy medicines. Maybe their Medicare check hasn't come in. Maybe it's more than they have in their checking account, and know that if they don't take their medications, that they cannot continue living a lifestyle that even maybe works part-time. So those credit cards are a lifesaver to them. And unfortunately, credit cards charge between 18 and 24% interest rates. And if we change ours to $63,000, it's not going to change the interest in credit cards, because they don't have different rates for different states. Some states are unlimited, some states are $43,000. But by changing our bill to our law to $63,000 is not going to change interest rates, because it's uniform. So that, to me, is not allowable opposition. We will pay eventually for these people. If you're homeless, let me tell you, the state pays. We pay for homeless people. We pay for people on Medicaid. It's protect them now so we don't have to pay for them later. I totally support the $63,000, and I'm not so sure that we shouldn't go higher. But I'm comfortable for $63,000. I will not support anything less. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator McDonald. Senator Dubas.
Thank you, Mr. Lieutenant Governor, members of the body. Why are we having this discussion today? Aside from the fact that we simply do need to update this number, it's been a long time since we've looked at it, we're having this for protection. My family and I have just suffered through an extended drought. Many people across the state of Nebraska have been in that position. And every night when I went to bed, I thanked God that I had a roof over my head. And there were times that I was worried if I was going to be able to keep that roof over my head. But it was still there, and I was glad for that simple fact. I wasn't worried about anything else, but I wanted to make sure that my family and I had a place to rest our head at night, and that it was a safe and warm and secure place. My ability to make a living was compromised by something that was totally out of my control, and that was the weather. And these are similar circumstances that other people are facing. I don't think $60,000 is out of line. The last thing people should have to worry about in the midst of a crisis is the possibility of losing their home. I hope this discussion will generate heightened awareness of credit card usage. Do we need to examine credit card regulations? I think it's a sad commentary when people are forced to use credit cards just to provide their basic needs. I do not want to be personally responsible for adding to the homeless population. I stand in opposition to the $25,000 amendment. The numbers are evident that there's problems. Again, $60,000 is not out of line and probably could be raised higher, but if that's the starting point, that's the position I'm willing to support right now. Thank you for your time, and I yield the rest of my time.